Hey guys, hi, how are you? Thank you for finding this video. If you made it here today, 9 times out of 10 is because I am going to teach you something. I'm going to show you something that has most likely impacted my life and that has been able to change my life drastically. I am a man of God. I am a person who follows principles, who loves laws, loves the promises of the Lord. And I love to read the Bible, trying to find new principles each and every single day so that I can share to people out there and so that just our life could be way better. So in today's day, I was eating breakfast today, and I think I have made a video like this before, but I was thinking, I'm like, how can I make an easier way for people to understand this theory of having the willpower and the discipline so that they can accomplish the journey and the goal in which they desire to accomplish. So before I even start, I want to let you know that before I even show you all that I'm going to show you, I am going to show you reasons in which maybe you who are watching me right now won't be able to accomplish this. So there is emotional stress. Emotional stress will not allow you to have maybe the willpower maybe you desire. There is childhood or cultural eating habits maybe won't allow you to understand this, in which I'm probably going to tell you. There is time constraints, maybe limited for meals or prep or exercise. There is food insecurities. There is hormonal imbalances, lack of healthy options. There is medical conditions. There is fluctuating motivations, especially with slow progress. There is mental health challenges, and then there is social pressures. So the theory where I got all this from came from two animals that God compared himself in the Bible with. So God compares himself in the Bible with two animals. And one of those animals in which he compared himself to was the eagle. So I searched up online and I did the work for you. And I said, well, what does the eagle eat? How does the eagle eat? And what is it that keeps the eagle so healthy, so agile, so nice? You get me? So I noticed and I wrote here, the eagle eats a carnivorous birds of prey. He eats fish. He eats small to medium mammals. He eats rabbits. He eats squirrels. He eats rodents. He eats birds, ducks, geese, smaller birds. He eats reptiles, snakes, and lizards. He eats carrions like dead animals, especially in the winter or scarce season. So he's a carnivore. How often does the eagle eat? Typically, he eats every single day. He eats about half to 1 pound of meat. He eats about 225 to 450 grams of food per day as an adult eagle. The eagle can go 2-3 days without eating. And after a large meal, they may not eat again for 1 of 2 days. And that's beautiful because it compares exactly with the next animal that I'm about to compare. It says in a cold weather or a breeding season, they often eat more than frequently. It says extra insight. Eagles don't hunt continually. They conserve energy and they eat when successful. It says parents may hunt daily, even if they themselves eat less to feed their chicks. Now, the next animal that I would like to compare this theory not this theory, but this principle in which I'm about to show you guys is the lion. So I went and studied the lion and I did the work for all of you guys. And the lion eats like this. The lion is a carnivorous apex predator. They eat daily meals like this. I take that back. They don't eat daily meals. They have a diet that mainly includes this. They eat large herbivores. I pray I said that correctly, such as zebras, wild beasts, buffaloes, antelopes. They eat smaller animals when large prey isn't available. They eat hares, they eat birds, they eat carrions. When they eat animals already dead, if the opportunity arises. Now, how often do they eat? This is the part where I want to link all you guys to. How often do they eat? They don't eat every single day. You see, they have a very typical carnivorous diet, and they eat meat pretty much almost every single time they get a chance, but they don't eat meat every single day. But their diet is fully just meat. Now, look how strong they remain. Look how built they are. They don't work out every single day because they don't eat every single day. If they don't have to hunt every single day, then the lions are not constantly working out. So it says here, lions eat every 2 to 4 days. So if there's 7 days in a week and they only eat 2 to 4 days, then that means they're technically fasting 3 days. or at least 2 days out of the week, they're fasting. It says after a successful hunt, a lion may eat 15 to 40 pounds. That's a lot. In one meal. It says fasting ability. It says lions can go 3 to 7 days without eating. And it's almost incredible because the Bible calls us to fast, and impressive things happen whenever we fast. It says in harsh conditions, they may survive even longer by conserving energy. It says extra insight that I wrote here. It says lions are energy efficient. They rest 16 to 20 hours per day. This is just crazy. A single large kill can feed an entire pride. Cubs eat first from food brought from an adult, then gradually they learn to hunt. And then I'm about to get straight to the theory that I want to introduce you guys to, because this is the same, not the theory, I keep saying theory, forgive me. I'm about to introduce you guys to the same thing that it works incredibly immense for me. So I learned this from an entrepreneur, and the entrepreneur taught me this. There's a chart that he showed me that it completely changed my whole life forever. So the chart goes like this. If I'm not mistaken, this chart, it starts 7. It starts like this. It starts 7, then it's 8, then it's 9, 10, then it's 11, 12, 13. I'm going to explain what all of this means in a second. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let me see if I got it all correctly. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. 20 and 21. So as you guys can see, this beautiful chart over here, when I was trying to study this, I was like, well, wait, how do I explain this to people so people could best understand this? So from the 7 to the 9 is massive weight loss. And I have to break it down into steps so that you guys can understand me. If not, you won't know what I'm talking about. So 7, 8, 9 is massive weight loss. So we're just going to put an M. We're going to put weight, and we're going to put loss. Massive weight loss. And then we're from 10 to 12 is going to be medium weight loss. Okay, so massive weight loss, medium weight loss. And then we could say that from 13 to the 15, it could almost be maintaining body weight. So maintaining body weight. And then over here from the 16 to the 18, we could put medium weight gain. And then obviously 19, 20, 21, it will be max weight gain. Okay, so before I get to everything that I'm about to teach you guys, I need you guys to see this and understand that the next numbers that I'm about to show you guys have to all configure with this. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, medium weight loss, which is 10, 11 to 12, max weight loss, which is 7, 8, 9. And then these are the maintaining for the people that want to maintain. There is for the people that want to maintain, these are the numbers, the people that want to gain a little bit of weight and the people that want to gain a lot of weight. So I'm going to give you the example, my example, more or less. So I'm going to give you the example is, let's just say a 200-pound person, right? A 200-pound person, we're just going to say that they want to cut. And let's just say they want to be around here, which is 13. Okay, so we know that 200 pounds, which is LB, 200 pounds multiplied by 1 equals 200. Okay, so this number that you just got over here, that's 200, that's how many pounds, am I saying this correctly? 200 pounds multiplied by 1 means 200 grams of protein. Yes. So 200-pound guy, we know that multiply that by 1 equals 200 grams of protein. Okay, now 1 pound of meat 1 pound of meat. 1 pound of meat. This is any meat that you like. It could be chicken. It could be ground beef. It could be pork meat. It could be fish. It could be lobster. It could be shrimp. Look how many types of meat I'm putting down. It could be veal. It could be any type of meat. It could be horse meat. It could be alligator meat. It could be any type of protein. Any type of protein. Any type of protein. You could do this with any type of protein and it's going to function the same. 1 pound of any type of these proteins equals 100 grams of protein. But we said that over here, this little guy who is 200 pounds, we know that times 1 equals 200 grams of protein. But we know that 1 pound of meat equals 100 grams of protein. So that means this guy who is 200 pounds of protein, he needs 2 pounds. So if we take this a bit of a notch over here, and if we try to conclude this same guy who is 200 pounds, he needs 200 grams of protein. That means he needs a total of 2 pounds of meat. 2 pounds of meat every single day. If you could just understand this, believe me, the majority of the problems in which you could go back in the video, all of those excuses that I said, people will not be able to accomplish this. If you figure out a way to get disciplined about this, all of your problems will be solved. If you figure out a way to get this, all of your problems will be solved. So mind you, I just used the example of a 200-pound guy, but it could be a 100-pound guy. It could be a 300-pound guy. It could be whatever the case may be. So we'll go back just to reframe everything. A 200-pound guy, if we multiply whatever the body weight of the person is times 1, is going to give you 200 grams of protein. Okay? And then we know that 1 pound of meat equals 100 grams of protein. So that being said, that means that this guy who is 200 pounds, he needs 200 grams of protein. So if this guy needs 200 pounds of protein and we know that 1 pound of meat equals 100 grams of protein, that means that 2 pounds of protein equals 200 grams. 2 pounds of meat equals 200 grams of protein. Okay, so now I'm gonna take you guys a bit higher. Let's say you like chicken, right? So now we're gonna look up what 2 pounds of chicken in calories is. Let's just say 2 pounds of chicken in calories is what? Okay, so 2 pounds chicken in calories, it's about 900 grams of calories. 960 calories. No, cooked is 1,300 calories. So this is how this little over thing here works. So what we usually do is we grab whatever number of weight that you have. I'm gonna change the color. We grab whatever number of weight that you are. You're gonna multiply it. You're gonna grab whatever number of weight, that you are, okay? You're gonna grab that number. I'm using mine, which is 200. Okay, yours could be whatever. You're gonna grab that number and then you're gonna multiply that number. You're gonna multiply that number by whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever goal you're trying to achieve. Whether that goal is to maintain, whether it's to lose a little bit of weight, whether it's to lose a lot of weight, whether it's to gain medium amount, whether it's to gain medium amount, or whether it's to gain maximum amount. So this guy, to use the example, we multiplied it by 13 because we said we're just trying to maintain, we're trying to cut. we said that we were trying to cut. Ah, this thing. We said that we were trying to cut. So 200 times 13 equals a total of, I don't know my math off of my head. Forgive me, but I'm about to show you. Where's my calculator? My calculator just disappeared on me, guys. Give me 1 second. So we know that 200, bear with me, I could not find the calculator, times 13 equals a total of, are you for real? Where's my calculator? Why are you doing this to me? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So I found my calculator. Okay. So we know that 200 times 13 equals a total of 2,600 calories. Okay. So 200, which is your body weight, 13, which is the number from the chart. So we're going to call it here, number from chart. Okay. So whichever number from the chart is. So this one, this example, it's 2,600. That number in which it gave you, guys, that's the calories that you need a day. Calories. That's the calories you need every single day. Okay. So if you grab, we said that this guy over here needs 2 pounds of meat. If you grab the 2 pounds of meat, 2 pounds of meat. If you grab how many calories are in 2 pounds of chicken, mind you have to do this with all the proteins that you guys like, whichever amount of protein you want, is 1,320. It's 1,320. So your job is to minus the protein of that. And this is chicken. This is chicken. So now we are going to, we're going to grab 2,600 minus 1,320. That equals a total of 1,200 total of 1,280 calories left. With these 1,280 calories left, you could do whatever you like. You can eat a dessert if you like. You can eat ice cream if you like. You could eat as much fried plantains as you like. You could eat whatever you like, guys. The secret, my secret in my diet, it doesn't minus anymore, but my secret in my diet is this. I learned this. Once I learned this, it changed my whole life forever. So now my fridge went from being the mess that it was to now the organized thing that it was. Look, I'm going to teach you guys something else that it can maybe help you guys a bit more. So if you guys have a plate in your house, a generic plate, it's about a circle like this, right? And then we're just going to say that the plate gets divided into 4. If you divide that plate into 4, protein, okay, how do I explain this to you? Okay, so Hispanics, I'm a Hispanic, I'm Cuban. So Cubans, what they usually do is, so they grab the plate, okay? And then what they usually do is they fill all this side over here with rice. Okay, so now they have the whole plate full of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is energy, okay? And we all need energy. But if you consume more energy than what your body is currently wasting, since you are not wasting all the energy that you're consuming, your body just stores the rest of the energy that you're consuming as fat. And then what they usually do is they get a little bit of chicken. So the red is the chicken, and then all this may be rice, maybe beans, maybe plantains, maybe whatever you want to call it, but it's 9 times out of 10, it's just rice, beans. 9 times out of 10, this over here is rice and beans, and then this over here is just meat. So the correct way to do it is this, guys. Okay. This is just, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to understand. So the correct ways to do it, it's backwards. So you can either do all this meat, and then you could do this side carbohydrates. So the white will be, this will be meat, and then this will be carbohydrates. This will be the rice. This over here will be the rice. And then this over here will be the meat. But if you don't want to take it too crazy, you could just do this. You could just do half of the plate. All this, you could do meat. You could do half of the plate meat. You could do 1/4 of the plate. It could be vegetables. It could be like avocados. And then this side over here could be maybe the rice. Now, don't make a mountain on the plate, on the rice, like this big, and then just say it's the 1/4 of the plate. And then just make a very shallow part of the meat. Guys, the whole deal to this thing is making sure that you eat more meat. If the amount of rice, beans, pasta that you guys are consuming, you start trading that same amount that you're eating for chicken, for fish, for veal, for horse meat, whatever it is that you guys enjoy eating, if you just do that switch, you guys can get this quick as possible, and your body would just start helping you instead of working against you. So this is what happens when you guys start consuming more meat than carbohydrates. So since you guys are consuming now, I'm just giving you the example, more meat than you're consuming rice and beans, your body is going to tell you one thing. Hey, what's going on? Why are you not feeding me energy? Why are you not feeding me energy, and why are you only giving me protein? So your body, this is the first thing that's going to happen. It's going to start working with you, and instead of working against you, it's going to work with you. It's going to work with you and not against you. The second thing that's going to happen is, this is what's going to happen. Your body's going to say, well, since you're not going to give me energy, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat the leftover energy. I'm going to eat the leftover energy. It's going to eat leftover energy that you gave it. Eat leftover energy. So all that gut that you guys have, wherever part that it is in your body, what your body's going to do is going to start eating it all. Don't get crazy with this now and try to make this happen in your life in a day. It took you years to get that gut. I'm not saying it's going to take you years to understand this, but if you try to understand this, it's going to work and it's going to benefit you really, really well. So try to put this into practice, because your body will start eating itself. It'll start eating all the fat away, and then it'll just leave muscle. You guys will get very vascular. Vascular is when your veins start to show. That just means you're healthy. That means you have a nice blood pressure pump. That means your body has very fat level gradage. And then your body starts getting more muscular. You start seeing more vascularity in your body. You start looking better. You look better. You're going to feel better. That's the third thing that's going to happen. You're going to feel better. Once you feel better, the fourth thing that's going to happen is you're going to feel stronger. And the main question that I get everybody, it's not going to zoom in, zoom out anymore, but the main question that I try to tell people, why do we go to the gym? Guys, we don't go to the gym just to look good and just because it's healthy. We go to the gym because as you get older, the human body gets weaker. As you get older, the human body gets weaker. So the reason why we go to the gym is so that we can become strong. So that as we get older, we don't grow in weaker. We grow stronger instead of being weaker. Why? Because there is a statistics that old people tend to fall. If they fall due to them being weak, bones start to break, guys. And the last thing you need is being at a very elderly age and start falling, whether you fall in the shower or you fall walking or you just trip. And then guys, one is very expensive to fix a broken hip. It could be very time consuming just for lack of exercise and lack of meal knowledge. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So this is all that's going to happen the minute you guys start to switch. Number one, your body's going to work with you. It's not going to work against you. Once you feed your body more energy that it needs, your body starts working against you instead of for you. Number one, your body's going to eat all the leftover fat that you guys have. Number three, you're going to feel better. Number four, you're going to feel stronger. And number five, you are going to have more energy. You're going to feel, number six, you're going to feel more sharp. And the ultimate goal, you'll be able to last longer, because the last thing you need is to be at an elderly age and not be able to last the way that you want to last, thrive the way that you thrive. I'm sure a lot of you guys have children out there who are watching me. Maybe a lot of you guys have grandchildren. Maybe you want to run with them, but maybe you get tired because they're just really quick and they have no body fat. You have body fat. So guys, try to learn this as best as possible. If you have any questions, any concerns, type it in the comments. Let me know, how can I serve you? How can I help you? How can I better assist you? How can I better explain this in a way so you to understand it? This is how I treat my diet almost every single day. My meals consist of this. In the morning, I eat a protein shake. My protein shake consists of an Equate protein shake. I think it's already made. It's just 30 grams of protein. It's a little thing like this, and it says 30 grams of protein. The next thing I eat is I eat a cookie, and the cookie I believe has 16 grams of protein. And then the next thing I eat is I eat a yogurt. And then the yogurt, I believe, has another 16 grams of protein. This is all I eat in the morning. So 16 grams of protein. And then I might, every so often, I might add maybe 30 almonds. 30 almonds, which is about 5 grams of protein extra. So the whole secret to having a nice body, is just protein. Mind you, this is my breakfast. It's a little shake, a little cookie. This is a shake. This is a cookie. This is yogurt. And then this is almonds. And then, yes, I add maybe a little bit of honey. And then my lunch, which sometimes is my dinner. I sometimes don't have dinner. I just have a lunch. I just have a pound of meat because I already had a lot of protein here. I had 30 plus 16 plus 16. This is 32 plus 30 makes a total of 62. 62 plus 5, 67, 68, 69, 70. This is about 70 grams of protein. So at the very beginning in my breakfast, I have about 71 grams of protein. And then in my lunch, I have a pound. We spoke that a pound is about 100 grams. So in my lunch, I have about 100. And then to kind of overload the remaining proteins that I need, which as you can see, I'm still missing about maybe 20 more grams of protein, I might add another yogurt. I might add another yogurt to this side over here. Or I might add, I don't know, a cup of milk. Or I might add an egg here. Or I don't know what I might add, but it's just, guys, this just makes everything so much easier. It makes everything so much easier. I only eat maybe I eat 2 meals. I eat my breakfast. Oh, and to this I add a coffee. So to this guy over here, I add my coffee. So I add my coffee to this guy over here. And then I just drink my coffee with my protein shake. I have my cookie with it, and then I eat my yogurt alongside with it. And then my lunch is about a pound of meat. I love when my wife cooks it. Really, really fire. So my wife cooks me a pound of meat, or I figure out a way to get me a pound of meat with maybe some other carbohydrates. I either get it from Chipotle, or I get it from Panda Express, or I get it from a Publix sandwich with a lot of meat in it. So the key secret to this whole scenario that I just try to teach you guys is just improve your quantity of meat. Improve the quantity of meat. To refrain everything, grab your body weight, multiply it by the amount of number in which you would like to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to massively weight loss, if you're trying to maybe do it medium, if you're trying to maintain, if you're trying to gain a little bit of weight, or you're trying to do massive weight gain. Again, please don't get crazy and then try to get number 7. Why? Because I'll give you guys an example. If you do 200 pounds and let's say I want to lose a lot of weight, and I just multiply my 200 pounds by 7. Let me see what it is. It just makes it really difficult. I'll explain to you why in a second. Okay, so 200 pound guy times 7 equals a total of 1,400 calories. So if we could maybe do another example over here on the side, just for you to see. So we're gonna do it in green. So a 200 pound person, maybe that wants to lose a lot of weight. So we multiply that times 7. gives it a total of 1,400 calories. And then we know that this person needs 2 pounds of meat, right? So we look up, we know that this guy needs 2 pounds of meat. Okay, so we look up, we know that was it 1 pound of chicken that I looked up? Was it 2 pounds of chicken? Hold on. We know that, yes, 2 pounds of chicken, it's about 1,320 calories. So this is why I say it's a bit hard, because 2 pounds of chicken, just 2 pounds of chicken, which don't get it twisted. This is a lot of chicken now. 2 pounds of chicken is about 1,300 calories. I don't know if you guys can properly see that color. Okay. It's about 1,340 calories. So now we know that this guy needs, if he wants to lose weight, which is this ideally, right? So he needs 1,400 calories, but 1 pound of chicken is already 1,340. So this guy only has 60 calories left. Yes, he's gonna lose weight if he tries the strategy. Yes, you best believe he's gonna lose a lot of weight if he tries this strategy. But mind you, he only has 60 calories left. So it's gonna feel torturing because 60 calories is about an apple. It's about maybe, I don't know, a banana or a little yogurt. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So you need a lot of willpower to get this done, guys. But if you guys do it, it will bear a lot of fruit in your life. One more important key to this whole scenario. If you eat well, eat well. We have a gentleman here. We have a guy, okay, who eats well. But he doesn't go to the gym. Doesn't go to gym. It's not sufficient. It's not enough. Eventually, if you just start eating really, really well and you don't go to the gym, your body's gonna start losing muscle mass. Yes, you're gonna look healthy, but you're gonna start to get skinnier because you're gonna lose muscle mass. And then we have another guy over here, okay, who has maybe a little gut over here. And then he eats bad, but he goes to the gym. That is not healthy, my friend. Why is it not healthy? Because you're putting your body through immense strength. You're putting your body through immense difficulties, and then you're feeding your body straight trash. Eventually, what this could cause, and I'm not prophesying over you, is called a heart attack. If you don't believe me, nothing that I say, you're more than welcome to Google all this that I am telling you so that you can see it is very factual, all the stuff that I am telling you. If you eat bad and you're going to the gym, be very careful. You guys have risk of getting a heart attack. You're putting your body under immense stress. You're squatting, you're doing bench presses, you're doing lat pull downs, you're running, you're riding bike, but then you're feeding your body straight junk as a recovery. Therefore, your body can function and can do both. It can digest junk and it can make sure it recuperates correctly because you're feeding it improperly. So now your body's gaining weight, you're making your heartbeat go through stress, and you're feeding it not what it wants to be fed. You know what that does? Boom, gives you a heart attack. So be very careful, guys, to eat bad and go to the gym. People think that just because they go to the gym, that it is okay to eat the way they want to. It is not very okay. It's actually very dangerous to eat bad and go to the gym. And if you're eating well and you're not going to the gym, it's not enough. And I have another example, and I don't want it to leave my mind. The other example that I have for you guys, it is the person. What is that? Oh, well, I'll say it in the next video. Guys, I wish you the best of luck. If you guys have any questions, please don't get shy to let me know. Contact in the comments, put a post, send me a text, do whatever you guys have to do. Click the link on the bio, do something, send me a feedback so that you guys can let me know how to make these videos more engaging, how to help you more, how to see if it was helpful, if it was thoughtful, if it helped you some way, somehow, and if it was useful for you. God bless you guys. Stay blessed by the best. Oh, one more thing. And the last thing that I wanted to tell you guys, try to fast. The lion, as you guys can see, he goes 2-3 days without eating. Sometimes he goes 4 days without eating. A fast is no food, guys. Try it. It will make you guys feel mentally well. Give it a try if you guys can. Through changing this, try to integrate every so often a fast. Maybe 2 days without no food, just straight water, just straight tea. It will make you real feel really nice in the spiritual realm. You'll feel the presence really fast. You'll engage with God really well. You'll feel the conduit between you and the Lord flow even better for your life. So give it a try. God bless you guys. Stay blessed by the best. Bye-bye.